Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. Supportive oracle cards will be the Spirit Animal Oracle, because I can never say it right for some stupid reason, by Colette Baron Reed. So there's the spellings and stuff if you want to see anything by those people or their stuff or whatever. There it is for you. Scorpio. Ooh, that's a fun one. Can I have one more over there? I would like one more. Okay, we got a lot going on for Scorpio, apparently. Let's get some animal cards out here, see where these are going to go. Okay. Alright, what do we got for Scorpio? You got like face up, face down things going on here. You're coming in with a Porcupine Spirit, which it's interesting. Some of the words they have on here are interesting. But the way I feel about the cards are usually a little different. I'm definitely an intuitive reader. So you got time for beginner mind. When I feel the porcupine, though, I feel like this is somebody who does things at their own pace, and that people who try to push them pay the price for that. Porcupine seems very resourceful to me too, but like you don't push the porcupine. The porcupine, if he wants to take some time getting across the road, you know, take some time getting across the road. If other animals bother the porcupine, they usually pay the price for it. And the porcupine doesn't have to put in a lot of effort to that. They just have to like defend themselves, and it seems to work out. So there's a very strong defense field with the porcupine here. And I'm seeing the Seven of Cups with the Four of Coins telling me you have ideas and things you're trying to push forward, things that people are trying to kind of maybe move you off the mark on. But the porcupine makes me feel like you're very fortified, and especially with the Four of Pentacles and the porcupine together, people aren't going to move you off your mark. You know where you want to go. You're going to go there, and that's how it is. There's not a negotiation here. You've made up your mind, and that's what's going to happen. You have ideas, but there's also with the Seven of Cups, I feel like maybe there's some ideas here, or maybe not everybody knows exactly where you're going, and you're like, and I'm not going to tell them because I don't want to. I'm getting a very strong feeling with that, kind of like, if I don't want people to know where I'm going, they're not going to know where I'm going. They just need to stay out of my way. Hey, that's your prerogative, that's what you got to do if that's hitting. But with the porcupine, it's kind of like, no, I'm not backing off, you're not going to push me off my mark, this is where I'm going. Other people are trying, but they're failing, is what I'm getting. Eight of Swords is kind of like, they don't understand where you're going. They don't believe where you're going. They feel like it's misdirected or something. But you might not be giving your full information because you don't want to, you don't have to, you're not going to. That's just how it is. So, again, they're pushing, not going to happen. They're not going to push you off. You don't want them to. That's it. What's coming in next? Are you getting unexpected support? You have the Six of Cups coming in on your side, but I feel like that's a reaction to something here. What is it reacting to? You've got the Star card and the King of Coins coming in the environment. This is somebody recognizing, acknowledging, and accepting. When you've made up your mind, the details aren't what's important. The thing is, you've made up your mind, and somebody's saying, well, you made up your mind, so what can I do to help? And I feel like this is also an energy that kind of looks at you in the sense of like going against you when you've already made up your mind is a fruitless battle. But helping you get what you want makes life better for everybody, including you, and they'll have more confidence that you're going to be okay. They seem to be concerned. When I'm getting the King of Pentacles, this is somebody who actually cares about you and is a little concerned. They don't understand where you're going. You don't want to give up certain information, and they're understanding if you're not going to say it, if you don't want to say it, it's not going to happen. And they seem to accept that, kind of like, no, This is how the Scorpio works. They don't want to communicate that. It will not be communicated. But on the same token, they want to make sure you're going to be okay. So they're like, you know what? I'm going to support the Scorpio so that way I can help the Scorpio. If the Scorpio needs something from me, I can help the Scorpio. Definitely somebody who cares about you. Definitely somebody who cares. And the star card with it is kind of like they feel stronger helping you. Like you'll make it wherever you want to go, and they're still not sure where you're going. But they're like, if they can help you, they have more confidence you'll get where you want to go. You have something in mind, something you want. Let's make it happen so that way it's not an issue. The Chariot comes in the environment. This is face down, so like until this person comes forward to assist you, I don't see it going this fast, but all of a sudden it's like it jump starts or pushes your situation forward a lot quicker. You want to go forward. I don't see you having a problem with this. The help is fine. You're okay with the help. Seems fine. Let's push it forward. Let's go. You do seem to be kind of warbling at first with the Six of Cups, kind of like, what do they want from me? Like, at first you might be like, you don't even know where I'm going. Why are you helping me so much? But I feel like soon after you're kind of like, no, this is that energy. This is that King of Coins energy. I know they care. I know they're just trying to help. So, you seem to acknowledge that they genuinely care what happens to you. So I feel like this energy's going well at this point. I still don't think I don't think you're spilling your beans. For whatever reason, you're not. You just don't want to. But this person's helping you. Cool. They genuinely care. We keep going forward. I don't see like a steady rhythm with this. Even though the King of Coins is here, I'm not seeing a steady rhythm. Because I feel like you're only letting this King of Coins person, which don't get caught up in the gender, it can be any gender, you're only letting them help as much as you can without showing your hand. You don't want to show your poker hand. You just don't want to. So you're letting them help to a point. You're only letting them be involved to a point. And what I'm getting from this is like it seems to like it was like going at its own pace. It's sped up. Now it seems like it's slowing down a little bit with the Princess of Coins and the Four of Swords especially. I feel like it's kind of like letting a pot simmer. You're kind of like it's still going forward. It's still heating up. It's still mixing the flavors. But it's slow and steady kind of wins the race at this point. The Rhino makes me feel like you're going forward at your pace and you're just like, I dare you to challenge me. It's kind of like one of those things, like I'm going at the pace I want to go, I dare you to challenge me. You think you got it? I think you don't. Think about it before you come towards me. I got that energy from Scorpio. Kind of like, I'm going to go at the pace I want to go. Thanks. You got that Rhino spirit. You're very strong. But this time it's kind of like, instead of like, defensive, it's more aggressive. Kind of like, you get in my way, yeah, I'll make you regret it. You think you can? I think you can't. I'm just telling you, back off. This King of Coins seems to be okay. Knows better than to challenge your energy when you're in that mood. When you're in that mode, knows better. Seems to know better. I don't think it's bad. I don't feel anything bad with it. You got this in the environment. Ace of Wands. Is it the Four of Cups? Four of Cups. Princess of Wands. See, now other people want to help you and don't understand why you're changing the pace. People really want to know what's going on. And they don't seem to understand what you're doing, so they still seem confused. And they want to know, they want to help. They're ready to keep going. They're ready to make you or help you achieve your goal. They want to make you the victor. So they want to make this work out the way you want it to. They want to make the grade. They want to see the outcome. They want to see the outcome, and they're trying to help you get there. Because they seem to be bewildered on what you're actually trying to do. They don't seem to follow or understand. It seems a little bit secretive, which that's your business. But there's still a lot of support around you with the King of Cups. That seems to be... But you seem to understand that these people care about you too. It's just kind of like, I just don't want to tell people what's going on. I'm just keeping it to myself. This is a personal situation. I'm just keeping it personal to me. I don't want to share it. Whatever it is, you don't want to share it. And that's your business. But people seem to be like wanting to help you get farther. They're like, no, we can help you. What do you need? I can do more. I have time. What do you need? What do you need? Money? Do you need time? Do you need this to be fixed? Do you need somebody to take you here? What do you need? Right now I'm good. Right now I'm fine. Thanks. Things are exactly the way they need to. I just need to let them simmer. Thank you very much. And I feel that's your energy. Like, thank you very much. Right now, they're good. Right now, I'm waiting for things to come forward to plan my next move, and let's just leave it at that. All right, so you're continuing to go forward. Definitely continuing to go forward. When you're ready, you will explain to people what you feel is necessary. Because you go into now the Queen of Coins. Things go a little bit faster, but I feel like you might be more private about going forward at some point. Like, there's a help available. I don't see you kind of pulling in that help. You're just kind of like, I understand that's there. I understand this can make this easier, but I just rather do this on my own right now. I'll pick this up. I'll handle this myself. I can be self-sufficient, thanks. I'm good. I'll do this. I will do this. So you keep moving forward. Situation's on track. I do feel like whatever you want, you are going to have success with it. In the sense of like, and when I say that, I also mean like it seems like people are going to figure out what you wanted down the line. So you do seem to be making the grade. You do seem to be making the goal you want to make. When I'm feeling the cat spirit here in the environment, what does it say? Claim your independence, which makes sense for cat. But what I'm feeling is kind of like the cat is kind of like, cat spirit kind of looks at things like, what? They just kind of give that, like, what do you do that for? Like, they give you that, what did you do that for? What did you do that for? Look, I have a cat. He's just, I swear, sometimes I just sit down in the chair and he's like, why are you doing that? Like, what are you doing over there? And it seems like people are just trying to figure out what you're doing. They've got the Two of Wands, and they're wondering if there's something else they need to do to help you. People still seem to want to be involved, but the cat spirit seems very curious to me. Like, is there more to be done here? Is this all it was? Or is there more? And they're trying to decide if there's something else they need to do for you to help you move forward. It's a very curious energy. I'm picking up a curious energy with the cat. The next card that comes in is the Pig Spirit, which I like this card. I think it's a pretty card. I really do. This is also a card, like, questioning how beautiful a situation really is. And maybe I think of this, in your situation, the way this energy is connecting, it's kind of like, it's the eye of the beholder. Some people look at pigs and think they're cute. Other people do not. I think they're cute. But there's a very, like, beautiful energy with this. But the question is this just beautiful to you, or will other people understand this? Seems more of a question. Like, will other people understand what it is you're going for, even though you still haven't kind of divulged the whole situation? And maybe this is why you didn't, because you're like, people, I don't think they're going to understand what I'm helping or who I'm helping. Maybe they don't like that. Maybe I don't need them to like that. It's questioning, like, who really finds this beautiful, in my opinion. It says use your mind wisely. I'm just not connecting with that energy, but, if that works for you, go with it. This, I'm feeling Pisces energy. I know it says koi fish and there's always enough, which is cool, but it makes me feel like there's a lot of emotions going on here, deep emotions. I'm a Pisces. It's probably why I'm feeling Pisces energy, too, because Pisces are the fish. Deep emotions coming into this situation. You have a lot more invested than people realize. This situation meant and still does mean more to you than people really understand. And you don't need them to understand, and you don't seem to want them to. You're just like, you don't need to understand how invested I am to this. You don't need to understand how much this means to me. I just need to move forward, and I'm going to keep control of it. You seem to be getting along with people, but at the same time, the Ten of Swords is telling me this situation seems to bring you a lot of stress. Because part of it, you just seem to not be able to divulge to other people. And there's a lot of stress with it. Even though you're getting along with people and you're going to be taking care of things the way you need to, there's a lot of stress with this. It's almost like whatever the situation is, whatever you're moving forward, there's a lot of deep emotions with it. A lot of deep emotions. I feel like on the outside, everything looks fine, though. It seems like on the outside, things look okay, but deep down, you're having some hard times with this. You're just like, I don't want people to understand what's really happening here. This is very private to me. This is very sensitive to me. You seem to have to push forward the way you need to push forward. You do what you have to do. This next step forward seems to be exposing you a little more with the King of Wands, and I'm feeling like this is a moment where they're not going to know exactly how hard this hit you. They're not going to know how deep this is for you, but it's going to be more apparent. Like it's showing more of that poker hand. And I feel like when you step forward, you have no choice but to show more of this poker hand. It's not showing everything. And people still aren't going to understand how deep this really hit you. But I'm also getting, like, people seem to be shocked when you finally do kick forward, because it's kind of like everything they were helping you with, it's now seeming to make more sense. And they seem to be very shocked at what's going on. I'm also seeing judgment is going in your favor, and it seems to be, like, when I'm feeling judgment, I'm also feeling justice. It's not out here, but I am feeling kind of like justice, judgment feel. They're two different cards, clearly, but it's just kind of like, it's moving forward in a way that, like, it's making sense to other people, but I almost feel like people are a little taken back a little bit, and they're not really sure what to say about it. You're going forward. You don't really want people coming towards you anyway. They seem to be a little bit off kilter. They seem to be leaving you alone about it. Some people will be shocked, but judgment does eventually go in your favor. This is like this whole private situation that you've been working on this whole time that's been private to other people. People don't know what it is. Not totally. Even if they know the gist of it, they still don't have any idea about how deep it really was or is. But whatever it is, you seem to kick forward. It seems like it's still hard for you, even though you're successful. You are successful in getting this taken care of, but it still seems like it's hard. It still seems like it's a lot of work. It seems very private, too. It's just kind of like, not everybody needs to know what I'm going through. This is my personal stuff. You are not automatically entitled to know what I'm going through. This is mine. And if I decide you will know, then you will know. If I don't want to tell you, then back off. That Rhino spirit is still there, too. Kind of like, don't get in my way, because I'm not going to tolerate it. It works out. I see success here. I just feel like there's still a lot of work, and it's still hard for you, but you do seem to be successful. So I think I'm just a little confused of like how that's working out, but it seems to make sense. Like the energy is conducive, but maybe I'm just not supposed to understand it. Hopefully the person that this hits for, or people that this is for, makes sense to you. Because I'm just feeling like it's stressful, but you're successful at the same time. But it's that Ten of Swords. It's kind of like you're devastated, yet you're successful. So whatever you're dealing with, you're clearing out the past is partly what I'm feeling. And you're successful with that, but it's still like whatever it was is still painful for you, even though you're successful with it. All right, I'm going to let it go. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.